Hello everyone, and this is a super exciting day. Just look at this. This is my latest mixing different kinds of Neocaridina shrimp together to see what we get experiment. And this one is pretty freaking unbelievable. This one has been going way better than what I ever even thought possible. And sometimes I kind of think, oh, maybe I shouldn't tell everyone this. But heck, we're just talking about cherry shrimp. I'm sure someone's done this before. So, whatever. Anyway, let's get into this. So, the goal here is to try to make blue orange reallys. Now, blue is not going to be like blue. But we got like a tint of blue in the middle. And I think we can do more to make it better and selectively breed for that. But what we did here is we mixed orange rillies with blue jellies. And I kind of thought, well, I didn't know exactly what I was going to get when I set this up, but I thought this was the best chance to make a light blue and orange shrimp. Now, I was worried. I thought a lot of them would go red, and I think some of them kind of are red, but some of them are definitely still orange with a slight tint of blue. So this is an unbelievable start. But right now, what we're doing is the oldest babies. I set this up in December. And so now the oldest babies, I saw some little males getting the zoomies. And there's even a couple of the oldest female babies who are starting to form a saddle. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the ones we started this out with, so then we can have the ones we're after breeding with those. Now, the next generation will probably not be as good, but maybe it will. Maybe it will. And then when these guys grow up, you got to let them grow up before you can really tell the color on them. So I started with 10 orange rillies and 3 blue jellies. So we're going to take all the moss out of here and make sure we get all the OGs, because I don't want the OGs breeding back to these guys right now. Maybe that's a good one. I'll lock that on. And some of these females, or the OG females, are still buried, but I think we have probably more than enough to see what happens here. So I'm really looking forward to this. So let's get started. All right, let's start pulling this stuff out of here and see what we get. I'm excited. I don't even know how many are in here. I think there's a ton. So obviously we're going to be making sure we get all the baby shrimp off the moss. And I have a bucket full of water here. We're putting all that in. Hopefully we don't make the tank too big of a mess. Stirring everything up, tearing it all out. Now, I've been having a lot of people ask me, because I make videos and talk about it, and I have a lot of fun doing this mixing shrimp stuff. It's like a lot of people ask me, what if I do this? What if I do this? What if I mix this and this? Like, well, to be honest, I don't know. Because, oh yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Holy man, oh man. But, I see people like, What if I do this? What happens if I do this? I only have one tank, and really to get into things, it's not, if you're just going to have one shrimp tank, I think you're better off probably, depends what your goals are, but if you care about having nice looking shrimp, don't do this. Don't mix them together. Now, if you don't mind crazy wild things happening, I mean, this is an experiment. If you want high grade shrimp, you don't do this. But if you want to do this kind of stuff, I think you really got to have pure lines. Now, I would never ever buy two different kinds of shrimp just to do this. These are all shrimp I have established lines of, pure lines. You want pure lines if you're into breeding and all that. Now, maybe you're not. Everyone has different goals and aspirations. So, first ask yourself, what are you doing? What is my goal? I guess I better take the rocks out too. Oh, it's going to make a mess. Dang it. There we go. Then we'll let this settle down for a few minutes so we can see. And then we'll start working on catching out the OGs. Like I said, there's 10 orange realies and 3 blue jellies to get out. I don't know. So, I don't know if we'll have all 10 of the orange realies. Maybe we will. But they've been in here since December. Now we're getting to the end of March. So, and then the females, they were not buried. And so they could only be pregnant with the males that are in there. That's the starting point. All right, here are the OGs. I ended up finding, I think it was 11. So all the girls made it. And we're down to 2 boys. So, I thought I only had 10 girls, but I have 11. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I do believe. So, and let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 are buried currently. So there's going to be a whole lot more in there. But started this in December. I think right around Christmas time is when I got this wild idea. And who knows if anything cool will come out of it. So far, it's going unbelievably cool. But that's how these things go. Let's see what happens. We'll see what the next generation brings. So let's put these guys, I'm just going to let these guys I guess if I wanted to, I could put the non-buried ones in an orange really tank. So I'm gonna scoot across here to the Skittles tank. There's not a whole lot going on here lately. These guys have been pretty much about sold out. Not a whole lot going on. So let's put these guys that started this project with us. Let's see how many. Oh yeah, look at them. Cool. Well, there's still one in there. Yeah, we got them all. We got them all in the Skittles. So the tank is still a mess from being stirred up. But just look what we have here. Them's are some cool shrimp, I think. I don't know. Maybe other people think I'm crazy for being obsessed with this, but I like to see what's possible. And this random guess, as far as the first one's breeding out, is better than any I've had before. There's tons of them in here. I have no idea. I'm sure there's over 100 babies in here. Pretty flippin' cool. Another possibility that could come of this is orange riding hoods. That could be cool too. So I don't know. We'll just keep working with it and see if we can find one of those little ones that's starting to get a saddle. I've seen a couple of them right there. When I seen that one, I said, it's time to get them out. And I saw a couple other ones too. So, pretty cool. Remember, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning. And to the person who said I just get wilds, oh man, brother, you was wrong. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching my edition of Shrimp Mad Scientist. Thanks again for watching. Bye. Cool.